I believe in you, the entrepreneur. I believe that everyone has the right to be an entrepreneur, a right to control their own destiny, not have it dictated for you. And I believe in this world of turmoil, of upheaval, in the last 5 years of global recession and uncertainty, I believe that entrepreneurs are the future. And I believe that every single one of us has a part to play in that destiny. I know it's hard to believe that the business of your dreams is possible, that the business of your dreams is a step away. Because either you're scared that setting up something new, people have told you you can't do that, or it's not possible, or not for you. But don't believe it. It might be that you've already built a business and you're feeling trapped. It might be you're right in the middle of your business and you can't believe that there's another way. There's a way to free you, to allow you to express yourself fully within that business, that there's another way. I'm here to tell you, there is another way. I'm here to show you another way, a way you deserve, a way to transform your business, to transform you and your life. There is another way. My story really began on the death of two loves simultaneously. Firstly, the death of my rugby career in an international rugby tournament, when at a time in my life when rugby was my life, and simultaneously the death of my father. Now, we all die. The death of my father was sad, like everyone out there. I'm sure you've lost people. But it wasn't the death of my father so much, it was the fact that he died with his dreams intact. He was always living for tomorrow, for someday. And he was taken too early in life. And that someday never came. From that point in my life, everything changed. I decided to step out of the corporate world. My soul was destroyed in that, and I decided to break out, to create my own businesses, to do something new, to be that entrepreneur. The trouble is, there wasn't a manual. I had to learn the hard way. I had to build my original businesses the hard way. I had to learn life's lessons along the way. And over the last 15 years, I have built over 20 businesses. Some of them didn't go so well. I had 8 failures along the way. Sometimes I built the wrong thing. I'd created a great monetary business, but didn't have the passion for it anymore. It wasn't serving me as a business. Others, which I used huge passion for, didn't provide the money. There had to be something here. There had to be something that I'd learned, that there's something that no one was teaching me in business. I vowed to find the answers. I vowed to find the solutions. I vowed to build the right businesses moving forward and help others to build the right businesses for them. Soon, people were asking me to mentor them. They wanted to know how I'd done it. They wanted to know my secrets, what I'd learned along the way. And since that point, I've been hugely blessed. I've mentored over 200 businesses. I've spoken to thousands of businesses internationally. And here's the thing. Having all of those experiences on my own and everybody else's business, there is no coincidence in what I see anymore. The death of my rugby career was a whole new chapter in my life. From that moment of disaster, of an ending of a passion, which was my whole life, something new was born. Something new came, the phoenix from the flames. I refused to quit on my health. I refused to be that person who sat there down the pub saying, one day I was this or one day I was that. I refused to give up. And on that day, I embarked upon a new adventure. I decided that whilst I was on this earth, I was going to experience the best this world has to offer. I embarked upon the greatest adventures on earth. Since that point, I've run 6 marathons back to back across the Sahara Desert, carrying everything you need to survive. The toughest foot race on earth. I've climbed 5 of the world's highest mountains, facing -50, -60 degrees, looking death in the eye and living in the death zone. And I've completed the epic that is Ironman, a 2.2 mile swim followed by a 112-mile bike ride and then a full marathon, all to be done within 17 hours. Otherwise, you're not an Ironman, you're just a man. And I've done those things not out of some ultra endurance base and some talent. I've done those things out of being a 250-pound injured rugby player who's flat-footed and asthmatic. And I've done those things because I believed I could. The second story in my life concluded 17,000 feet up on one of the most brutal mountains on earth, which is Mount Denali. It was 2008, and we just failed in an epic challenge for Summit, where I nearly lost my life on the way down. But more importantly, I was actually facing a crippling life on my return from that mountain. I was facing sure bankruptcy. I faced certain bankruptcy on the way home. My marriage was failing at home. We just had our first child, and I was about to bring that child, my first responsibility, I was about to bring that child into poverty, into turmoil. How could everything I'd worked so hard for go so wrong? How could everything that I had built, how could I have built the wrong thing in business with everything I knew? I nearly stepped off that mountain because at that moment in life, I was worth more dead than alive. Way more dead than alive, my insurance policies. And those insurance policies would have protected my family. I had to look death in the eye twice that day and face the greatest fears that I had, which wasn't death, it was bankruptcy, and it was wealth related. And then in my mind, I remembered something a mentor told me years before. He said, Deri, wealth is what you have when all of your money is taken away. I never understood that at the time. I thought he was crazy. What does he mean by that? And in that moment, I realized that in that moment in life, when all of my wealth was stripped away, all my money was removed, I realized that what I had, I realized what true wealth was. And the only thing that took me back from that step was the love of my daughter. My baby, the only thing that she wanted in life was her daddy. The only thing she wanted was her daddy's time and her daddy's love. And for the first time, I truly understood what true wealth was. I didn't take that step that day. I came home. I did go bankrupt, but I went bankrupt with a smile on my face, and a new journey began, a new entrepreneurial journey. But this time, it was going to be different. I was reborn. I swore that I'd build the right businesses this time. I swore that I would leave businesses where I served, where I left a legacy to be proud of, a legacy that my children would be proud of, a legacy that makes a difference in this world. I decided that this was the time to bring entrepreneurialism and business into a new world, the new world we live in. And it's not the same as the old world anymore. I vowed to take businesses and to move the needle on failure rates, because failure is not an option. It doesn't need to be that way anymore. The technology in the new world, there's so many more things we can do. I vowed to keep it simple. I vowed to create the manual that I never had. I vowed to get that manual on one single page to drive entrepreneurs and keep them focused and impassioned and to be driving service every single day in their businesses. I vowed to keep it simple. I vowed to bring that to the world. I now guide some of the greatest, fastest growing companies in the world. I am so blessed that I get to work with entrepreneurs every single day. I get to speak on the stages of the world and spread my message. I get to meet titans in business, celebrities and entrepreneurs, amazing people with great values. I get to meet all these, and I get to work out some of the coolest places. I fly around the world speaking on some of the coolest stages. I get to work out at some of the most exclusive private clubs in the world. And I'm doing all of that from a place of service and passion. But know this, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was born a working class boy from West Wales. I used to work on the farms bagging potatoes at £1.20 an hour and breaking my back in the process. I know what hard work is. And I know from that moment, I knew that there must be a different way. I worked hard. I studied hard. I went to university. I worked my way through university as a bouncer. I used to work on some of the roughest clubs along the way. I've broken this nose about 14 times along the way just to get to where I've got today. So I've worked hard. And I want you to know this is not some fantasy land, some woo-woo of it's going to be all easy. No, it's going to be hard work, but I can tell you something, it's worth it. Because when you control your own destiny, when you're living a life of passion and of service, and you're giving a difference to the world, it is worth every piece of hard work along the way. And to know that you're going to leave a legacy to be proud of when you're not here anymore. There is no greater gift in life. I believe you can build the business of your dreams. My job is to help you build the right business. My job is to help you build a business out of passion and service. My job is to get you connected back to your purpose of why you exist and what you're building, to make sure you build the right thing. My job is to help you create that right vision, a bold, a vibrant vision. My job is to get you connected back into your values and what you believe is true for you. and never to deviate from that. My job is to give you the strategy, to give you the confidence, to give you the plans. My job is to empower you. My job is to get you to build the right business for the right legacy for you. That is my job. I'm here to show you what is possible. Anything and everything is possible. I'm here to empower you. So come on, join the revolution in strategic planning. I honor you and I believe in you, the entrepreneur.